welcome everybody. I hope you'll come on your cameras so that we can see your wonderful faces. And maybe Max will take another photograph of everybody. Screen.
I may just have to. I see Brother Sarfraz over there. Oh my goodness.
How you doing? How you doing? You're right.
Oh
Congratulations.
I've known him for years, and this is the first time I've actually seen him live. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Hi.
Hiya.
Thank you for the support. Oh my.
Beautiful. You're welcome. You're welcome. You deserve it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, beautiful.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hey. Are the rest of you going to come on camera, or are you going to be shy today?
Come on, people. Let me get my camera. Wait. I forgot all about my camera. I'm so excited.
And if you have the book, we can show with their picture.
Okay. Okay. Whenever you all are ready, put your books up and I got you. You ready? You ready? All right. Got you. One more. Oh, this is sweet. Beautiful.
You are a designated photographer, Maxine.
Oh, no. Don't do that to me. I'm everybody's designated photographer. Why? Okay, go ahead.
Well, thank you all again so much for coming. And we're not going to make one more delay before we start listening to the wonderful poetry that is coming to our wonderful screen today. And first of all will be Max Winnett. So I want to welcome you and thank you for volunteering to be one of the readers today. And I'm just going to turn it over to you.
Oh, thank you so much. And again, thanks to you for everyone for having me and being here with all these beautiful souls and energies. And of course, I would normally, and I said, this is the book launch. Yes, I have my copy. And normally I would start with my own poetry. That's what I was supposed to do. But this poem, I have to start with this poem first because I was looking through and it spoke to me and I said, that's it. And this was not the one I was going to choose, but it leads into the second poem. So on page 75, you could follow along if you like. I'm not going to mention the title. Leave it for you to see until you get there. Are we there? All right. Things mommy left. Mommy left me life, love, and grace. Mommy left me God, who fills up every space. Mommy left me hope. She left me chubs. Mommy left me with dreams and stars that shine up above. Mommy's now gone, but no longer I fear the things I cannot know, for God is always near. Mommy left me lineage, history, and books. Mommy introduced me to Black literature and a love for bell hooks. Mommy left me music, in particular Negro spirituals. Mommy left me art and jewelry. So many lovely painted murals. When I'm down and despondent, I think of all the lovely things our unselfish mother gave. The teachings of our Hebrew ancestors and descendants of former slaves. Mommy left us truth, always questioned the knowledge, a respect for education, especially Black university and Black colleges. Mommy left us Kathleen Battle, Jesse Norman, and Langston Hughes. Mommy left me common sense, question everything, especially hateful and racist Caucasian views. Mommy left me Southern soulful recipes and history books to destruction of Black civilization before the Mayflower and from Babylon to Timbuktu. These and many more precious gifts were what our mother left behind and gave. The teachings of our Hebrew ancestors and descendants of former slaves. Mommy left, my goodness. Sister, this piece, I had to read it. Had to read it. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, your reading of that, wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
That
was amazing.
Bumps.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you want me to read the next one, or are we doing a sort of round robin kind of thing?
You just jump right in and do the next one. That'd be great.
Okay. And again, this poem, Things Mommy Left, really resonated with me because my mother passed and she left me everything that you said in this poem and then some. So I didn't even know that poem was in there because it pivots into this poem that says, from my book, The Poetic Storm, I'm sorry, volume 2. Don't know my own book. It's because of my mommy, I can write this piece. It's called No Longer Afraid. I am no longer afraid. I gaze at what this life brings. I've bathed in the sheer madness of hoping for souls to see what they're envisioning. I'm no longer afraid. I feel the vibes from those before, then, was, now, and is. A continuous pulse of the vibrational, binaural, energetic coding of the universe, of us. Existence can be so frigid and barren, yet caressed with such supple warmth, exposing both sides of the proverbial coin. Carved from the rock of existence, giving birth to humanity, distorted distractions, lacking, then relearning, love no longer afraid, as eyes were infused to skirting off reality. Compelled to perpetuate motion that encompasses mobility's traction, embracing the vivacity of power significantly created within, realigning, balancing, and leveling. I am no longer afraid. Thank you again. Ode to you both, Sisters Rock and Rhyme, and to my mother. Bless you both. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like I'm enriched by hearing these poems. Oh my goodness. It's good for my soul.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Max Juanette.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bless you.
Next we have Melanie.
Hello, how y'all doing today? I am honored to be here. I have my book on Kindle, so I couldn't hold that book up because I'm waiting to get my autograph copy. So I have the copy of the first book, Different Sides of the Same Coin. I just love these two. They adopted me into their family, and I'm like the little sister. I fit in there somewhere. But just to be a part of this book launch is amazing. I am so proud of you two and you sharing your words with us. It is beautiful. So one thing that I can say that I have learned from the both of you in your writings is to celebrate the person that you are and to celebrate each other. A lot of times we use poetry to bring out certain crises that occur in our lives, but I was drawn to of some of your poems that celebrated just the blackness of who we are, or just the black woman or the black man. So the poem I wanted to share today was from your first book, and it is one of Chyrel's poems. It's entitled "Salutation for Black Men Everywhere," because I have learned in my writing to celebrate the Black man anytime I get a chance to, because they are so not celebrated in our society. So here's to you, Chyrel. I've just got to proclaim, exclaim, and call you by name. Malik, Dion, Amir, and Tyrone, Daryl, Hakeem, Zarif, and Ramon. This is for all the deaf brothers who got it going on and on and on. The brothers are fine. The brothers are fly. Thinking about super flying black men makes me high. Sporting their froze, locks, waves, and fades. Physiques like Shaka Zulu, coming in every shade. Reddish brown, bluish black, copper, and yellow, packing much back. Let the sisters shout. Let us declare the beauty of brothers everywhere. hooping on the court, pushing shopping carts, wearing our money suits and breaking many hearts. Hanging at the club or hanging on the street, kicking much game, speaking your rhythmic speech. Yeah, sisters be watching and Blondie be jocking, sizing you up, scheming and plotting, but this ain't about Blondie or exposing her plan. This is a salutation of love and respect, revering the Black man. So let the sisters proclaim, exclaim, stating all that we feel, loving our brothers infinitely, keeping it real.
That's
I
right.
love it.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
beautiful.
Woo. Don't let me
Woo.
get ghetto in here, sister, please.
Ooh,
I love that piece because it inspired me to just start writing and just celebrating who we are. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Mm.
thank you.
Powerful. Powerful. Woo.
And the
That
next,
was wonderful. That was wonderful.
was
Thank you
wonderful.
so
The
much,
way she
Mel.
read it. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
because I felt it. You got to feel it to
Oh, yeah.
recite it. And yes, when I read that one, yes, I felt it.
Thank
'Cause,
you.
baby. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you brought up Hezekiah because the next piece that I wrote that I want to share is a piece that I wrote for him. He asked me to be a part of his book launch when he launched his book, The Invisible Woman. So I wrote this piece based upon what my idea was of the invisible woman, and it's entitled Invisibility. The perfect woman. Many say she don't exist. And to strive to find one is just a wish list item that consists of the qualities and mythologies that fuel the curiosities of the man who thinks he can devise a plan that will reveal the unimaginable, unfathomable, yet lovable and unbelievable specimen of this woman, this perfect woman, who women swear they are, about as available as touching a star hung high in the sky, so far out of reach that all men should beseech just an opportunity to leech and hold on to, because she's so rare that most men just stare, unaware that they are a mere grain of sand, slipping through her hand until she can find that one so grand that they deserve an opportunity to create some type of unity entwined with promiscuity, yet all the while displaying ambiguity to leave the door open just in case he's not really the one. A perfect woman, is it just a fantasy? Something none of us can see because what we expect her to be, which itself is a fallacy, only exists through vanity. Believing something impossible to be true, I mean, it's something that we do to convince us to pursue that one thing that exists in our dreams, that we play back scene by scene, always comparing the one we're with to the one we want. Then we get mad when they leave because they don't enjoy always being compared. Well, the perfect woman, oh yeah, she exists, but not how he'd wish. She's she's not that unattainable, walking in our midst, often dismissed without even a kiss because he doesn't look like what he thinks. And his dreams and reality don't link because he wants everything but the kitchen sink and loses an opportunity in just a blink to experience the closest thing to a queen or something in between her and heaven unseen. Just to chase a thought without even checking his ability to attain her or even the probability that she'd choose him. Oh, yeah, she's a possibility, but only if he will entertain the versatility of the qualities that make her perfect. The flexibility of her viability to exist in a world full of hurt and pain, because rarely will she gain the eye of her perfect man. So until then, she will protect her fragility by remaining cloaked in invisibility. Thank you.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh.
Oh, Melanie. Oh my God. That was awesome. That was
Thank you so
just
much.
awesome. I felt every word, girl. Oh, I
Thank
loved
you.
it. I absolutely loved it.
Oh, thank you, Zan. Thank you so much, Lyris.
Now,
Absolutely beautiful.
thank you. Want to do the first drawing. So, Maxwinette, would you pick a number between 1 and 11?
6.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Melanie, you just won a signed copy. Is that right? I hope I said that right. Of
Yes.
the book. This one.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Mm.
Now we
So
have a
cute.
Lisa,
Look at you.
we have a special guest here tonight that is coming doing a cameo appearance. They could not be here, but they wanted to be here. So I'm going to bring them in by video. 1 second.
Prophecy. In the day you hear his voice, do not harden your heart. Do not let the cementing callousness of resentful rebellion prevent the words from penetrating. Let it inside you. See how wicked we become? The words penetrate and inside you in the same line paint a different design. May not make sense now, but it will in the last days. You see it. He's starting to stir in the stew of our systemic stagnation, a people brewing in a cesspool of injustice, resting hopelessly on the folklore that we could choose a king and set him over us, then never had these problems no more. You can't vote your way out of prophecy. Prophecy came not by the will of man. It's not guided by a man's hand and certainly not subject to his decision. It's Elohim, our king. He's carving away carnal contemplation and building a watchful mind. It all comes to pass in time. You may not see it, but you sense it because his hands made you. The antenna is built in your DNA. You recognize the truth when you hear it, but you may choose not to obey. Water poured out in the last days, Israel springing up like grass. Iniquity abounds, the love grows cold. You see it coming to pass. Prophesy to the prophets. If it means turning away from fairy tales, then oh well. If we must unhitch ourselves from sun worship and idolatry like Easter and Christmas, goodbye and good riddance. Gentiles worship devils, then pass that slop to us like pork chops and chitlins. Community cursed with clogged arteries and cholesterol, still licking sin off our fingers. Finger licking, this word is not hidden. Why then has this evil come upon us? Because in our mind, the book is not false. The law of the Lord is perfect. A legislation written for a royal priesthood, one law, one king. A priesthood enslaved in Assyria, Babylon, Rome, the Americas. So what song can you sing? How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? Abused and murdered by the hands of a strange man. This is divine punishment. The sentence we're serving is a consequence of choosing simple selfishness over what's lawful and right. Can't blame this one on the white man. He ain't got a dog in this fight. This is between you and your God. The generations ain't getting no better. It's prophecy. Poems like this don't win no slams and the poet don't get invited out much. But when the famine comes and there's a hunger in the land for the truth, then this poem will come in clutch. You'll open your book and it'll all make sense. God's chosen people will turn and repent in the end It'll all make sense. He'll set his hand again to gather Israel. In the end, it'll all make sense. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The battle of good and evil in the end, Armageddon. Two worlds collide. We choose every day what side we stand on. Everybody can stay in the place they in. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still. Let him die in the place they sin. This Negro done blowed my buzz. Throwed my whole night off. But did you hear what was said? Faith comes by hearing.
Thank you, Brother Carlos. When you see that replay, thank you so much.
Woo.
Good to be a part of this launch. So he sent that over to Chyrel. She says,
We
"Gotta
thank
go."
our brother for that. That was some powerful poetry right there. Very
It really
powerful.
was. It really was. Lisa, can I ask Zan if she wants to read a poem?
Please, please,
Dan, would you like to read a poem?
please.
That's it, Chyrel. Wow. How do I pick a poem? I think gosh.
Well,
I-
you can do one of yours if you'd like, because you
If
have
you'd like.
beautiful poems. So you don't really you're not relegated to do our work. You can do one.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to share every single poem in this book. I think I told Chyrel that I was making a list of my favorites, and it started to mirror the table of contents. I love every single poem. And then, Chyrel, there's a quote that just stopped me in my tracks. I mean, I love everything in the book, but here's a quote that just won't leave me alone. Chyrel wrote, "Shawty is a 10, but she is a Black woman with locks, so she really 1,000. How you like that? I love that. I love every recitation. I'm not going to touch it because I love hearing you read. I love Max Winnette's. I love the voice, Miss Melanie Johnson. But this book is just everything. It's everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for putting it out there. I can't wait to hear you and Lyris, Chyrel and Lyris read.
Thank you, Miss Ann. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Zan. Well, I'm going to turn it over to Lyris. I'd ask Chyrel, but she always has her little sister come first. So I might as well just skip that part and say, come on, Lyris, let's hear what you got to say.
Okay. All right. I'm doing this poem because this was requested by our lovely host. And so I'm going to do this poem just for her. This poem is called Ode to Montgomery. And my best friend here, Isaac, he Alabamian. He a Bama.
I actually wanted to do this poem.
Before Isaac comes up, Lyris, tell everyone Isaac has been with us from the very beginning, and he's been doing poetry readings, reciting our works, and that is why we invited our brother, because he's been with us from book one. And he's he's everything. So you're going to see it for yourself, but that's why Isaac is here.
Okay. So this is called Ode to Montgomery. You messed around and you found out what really goes down in a small town. Y'all let Aldine spin you a scene, but fact is better than fiction. The hat went in the air. Black people came from everywhere. Solidarity against white affliction. Aaron swam fast to beat that ass, and Reggie willed that chair with conviction. Karen's bells got rocked when she got clocked. I bet now she regrets her decision. The Crocs gave up. The cops showed up and executed the arrest with precision. My chest swelled and my fist raised high. I looked at my beautiful Black people with pride. Montgomery, oh, Montgomery, you truly made us proud. We laughed out loud, and now I have to shout. If you keep messing around with us Black folk, you'll keep finding out. And I ain't just blowing smoke.
Thank you for reading that, Laura. I
I
read
heard
that
your voice
over.
when I read that poem.
That was awesome.
Perfect.
I love that one. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man. Oh, I just felt my head just, yes. Whoa.
And I
Fire,
just,
sister, fire.
I have to say, you cannot contain Laura. She just is not going to
Please
be-
don't.
Please don't. That's right.
Good.
We love you just like you are. Don't change a
Thank you.
thing.
I love it.
Now, I would like my brother here, Isaac, if he would read one of the poems that he would like to read. Go ahead, brother man.
If you insist. I really wanted to read this one after Carlos's video. Because man,
Yeah.
his was powerful, but this one I felt piggybacks on to what he wrote.
You might need to get closer to the mic. I'm losing
Oh, I'm
your
sorry.
voice.
Nobody never had to tell me to speak up. Okay, this is one of Lyris's, and it is entitled Call Us by Our Name. And it reads, we are not slave, we are not colored, we are not Negro, we are not Afro-American, Black, or African-American. We are the nation that was scattered and peeled. We are the people whom Jesus dealt with face to face in the wilderness. We are they who were given good laws and statutes, who said all that the Lord says we will do. We are the flock of the slaughter. We are the ones who disobeyed after he said, choose life and live. We were given the choice of good and evil, life and death. And because we chose death and evil, we were bought and sold, shipped as human cargo in the bottoms of ships. To other nations who have become rich off of our labor, our knowledge, and our talent. We are the ones who make America great. We cause England to flourish. We are the captives. But we will return to the land of milk and honey, for our God is not done with us yet. His arms are still outstretched. His mercy endures forever. We are lost, yet we are found. Blind, but now some of us do see. For we are the Lord's chosen from the very foundation of the world. Though we are covered in sackcloth and ashes, he would dress us in fine linen, fine white linen. Put a ring on our fingers and pearls around our necks. We are the pride leaning upon our beloved. We are the bride leaning upon our beloved. From Genesis to Revelation, he speaks of us. We are the hidden ones. But the Most High said, he knows them who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. He called them by their name, Aldumi. And the whole world will have to call us by ours. For we are his firstborn. Israel is our name, so call us by our name.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Beautiful.
Excellent.
Laura, so are you going to read any more today?
Oh, okay. Okay.
We'd love it.
I chose this poem because everyone always wanted to know how we grew up and where we came from. So I sort of kind of answered that in this poem about our father. This poem is called Daddy Said Give Him Hell. Daddy said, give him hell. Never let anybody tell you they are better than you. Never, their condition may be better than yours, but they are never better than you. Don't take down from who you are. Stand up, back straight, and head held high. Look them in the eye and tell them who you are. Black is beautiful. Black is resilient. Black is strong. Black is you, and I made you, and you give them hell. I didn't bend over in those cotton fields, sell moonshine, walk around with holes in my shoes to get a degree so you can sit at the back of the bus. I begged, I stole, I borrowed, worked for Mr. Charlie and drove the CTA bus with a college degree in my pocket only to be told, we don't hire Blacks as architects. I kept putting my credentials on the table over and over, year after year, never taking no for an answer. I believed in myself and the talent that God gave me, and I gave him hell. Don't let any man tell you who you are, not the white man, your man, or any woman. You tell them who you are, and if they don't listen, shout it. If they still don't listen, then show them. You can show them better than you can tell them. I came from the cotton fields of Mississippi, Mr. Calhoun's plantation, to being the first Black architect hired by the Environmental Protection Agency. I can show you better than I could tell you. And all my life, I gave him hell.
All right,
One of my
Seal.
other favorite poems. Love it.
All right, Seal.
Thank you.
I love your story about your dad and how he always would tell you every day to give him hell when you hit it out.
He told us that every day of his life.
Yeah.
That's
Love
right.
it.
Beautiful.
Before we went to school, he said, give him hell. Before we went to bed, he said, give him hell. That's what he told us.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for reading.
Thank
And
you.
Lyris took him literally because she's giving him hell.
Well, Chyrel, I'll turn it over to you and would you read us some of your beautiful words.
Okay, I'm going to read Whispers on the Wind. In the summer of our youth, we rush through life. We speed skate through it absent of regard. We gallop to fall in love, dash to meet the one. We race on to our adult years, pursuing promising professional careers. We work hard for years and years. Life meets us in our middle years as we sprint to build nest eggs for retirement during the wiser, older years. We hurry and scramble through our lives. We worked hard for years and years. Finally, the life dash ends. We arrive to the senior years, realizing we gallop through the whole of our lives. Seeking husbands, acquiring wives, slowing down for our final resting place as the words, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, whispered on the wind. Finally, our life race is over, our course completed. We've reached our rapid end as ashes to ashes, dust to dust, echoes on the wind.
Thank you.
And
That's one of my
and
favorites.
this,
That's one of my
thank
favorites.
you,
Deep.
thank you.
Mhm.
And Zan had a poem in her book called Look at the Poets. And that really inspired my poem that I'm reading now, which is called Recorders of the Words. My people don't bow down. I'm sorry, my people don't bow, take down, nor are we easily broken. We declare in jubilation and defiance, we're God's people too. Black culture lives, it's breathing and thriving. Let our voices ring loudly in the ears of the ancestors as the rest of the nations look on in silence. Men, women, and children most wondered at. Continue singing your blues and Negro spirituals, happily painting vibrant landscapes, rapping your protest rhymes, writing and speaking out loud, Black living and spoken words. Ours is the heritage of the speckled bird, writing our poetry novels, stories, and books. Look upon our history and be renewed. There is a second Black Renaissance taking place. Can you feel it? I, as did Ezekiel, feel the dry bones quaking. Such an incredible period to be living in. God's vessels, the poets and scribes. We're the recorders of the words.
Excellent. Thank you.
That's some truth there,
Man,
sister. That was a powerful piece. Yes,
It was.
that's right. Because in the beginning was the word.
You got it. Cheryl, would you like to read one more?
Sure.
I'd love to hear it.
This is called Clipped Wings. They tell us to dream, but then won't let us fly. Where do deferred dreams go? Where do they hide? Do we place them upon shelves before they die? No one answers our questions. They can't tell us why. I'm a caged bird in a postponed and uneventful life. The sweet music has ceased and I'm unable to sing. I dreamed until I couldn't. Life clipped a gentle and caged Black girl's wings.
Thank you. Oh, this has been, I could just listen to this all day long. We should have a poetry marathon and just keep everybody bring their poems and we just sit here for hours and read. Wouldn't that be great? Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, Cheryl, I think we're gonna do another drawing. So
Okay.
let's see. Lyris, pick a number between 1 and 11.
9.
Okay.
That's a good number.
Zan, you won a book. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Congratulations. I was trying to think about when I met you, ladies, and I can go back to when we first did the podcast, and I can't remember how we met. It just happened, I guess. But I have to give you credit for helping me a confidence to do the podcast. The way you all came forth and presented yourself made my job easy. It never had felt like a job anyway to do podcasts, but back when I first started doing poetry, where I was trying to give voice to people, I did it through the podcast, and then it just kind of evolved onto some other things. And I just want to thank you all for believing in me to do that, and for the valuable friendship that has developed in this. Now, Cheryl could tell you that she and I sometimes share poems, on Messenger, on Facebook, and like, what do you think of this one? And, what do you think of that one? And it's really great to have that feedback, and really enjoy getting sneak peeks at poems for anybody else does. So thank you for that. I want to thank
Thank
you
you.
all for coming out, and would like to open up the mics, offer an opportunity for others to share whatever they like to say.
I want
I
to
just-
add, oh, sorry. Someone, I can't remember which post, but someone said, when are you going to make a poster out of that book cover? Talk about the book cover. It is so fabulous.
It is. I want to
It's
teach.
the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Y'all do t-shirts.
See
I
a
want to
print.
order
I
one.
could see a poster.
This was my life. I could remember my teenage years in Brooklyn,
Right.
New York, when I was homeless. I was 15 and I would walk around with my boombox. That was all my connection, a boombox. I had a cassette recorder, and I had, the little Casio keyboard.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm telling you, this just took me, wow. Wow, it just, yeah, you should. You really should go out into the neighborhood, go out into the hood with this and put this up. I'm telling you,
Yes.
this is powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Thank you
It
so
doesn't matter
much,
what
Max.
state you're in. Everybody can relate to this time period. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
it. You two are just awesome. I love, I'm fans of it.
I
About
wanted
War,
to
I'm my
say,
other one.
I
Beautiful.
wanted to say thank you to Lisa for hosting the book launch for my sister and I. That was so gracious.
My pleasure.
And I wanted to really extend a very special thank you to Sarfraz. He's somewhere. I know he's here because there he is.
Chyrel, I'm here.
How
I
are
am going to speak a bit. I am going to, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Because I wanted to thank you as well, Chyrel, because I remember the review that you wrote, and it kind of humbled me for the ramblings of the romantic poet. And that kind of, in a way, kind of broke a lot of barriers because I'm not American, but I think I write very much like an American, and all my poets that I admire, and especially yourselves and Lyris, and and Zan. Zan is my go-to. I love Zan, but it's the American poets that I am drawn to, and it's the Americans poets that have supported me. So thank you, Chyrel, and thank you for all your support. And you'll be happy to know that my review of your book is on Amazon now. So it's banging there. So yeah, and I will beat that drum and let everyone know that your book is out there, and I'm making my way through it. And but just to say thank you very much. Congratulations on your book. It deserves success. It deserves everything that everyone has given you and more. And truly, from the bottom of my heart, I love your poetry. I love the way you write. I love your empowerment to everyone, especially to Black people, and the minorities, and giving a voice to the voiceless.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarfraz.
It's a pleasure. I love it. I love it.
Hi, Chyrel. Hi, just wanted to say a huge congratulations to you and Lyris. Sorry if I said that wrong. I'm going to get your book and I'm looking forward to reading it all, and I've enjoyed listening to it all. Thank you for having
you, Ratiba. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm looking around this room and I think quite a few of you have been like in anthologies together in that. So
yeah,
cool.
I didn't know Ratiba was coming. Thank you, Ratiba.
That's okay. I keep seeing you posting stuff. I read your stuff and your funky, what do you call it? Inspirational quotes and things. And every time I see something and I have to comment or like or something, you're such an inspiration to the poetry world. Anyway, I had just had to say that I've not really met you properly. I'm so glad I got a chance to do that today.
Thank you.
Indeed, beautiful.
Well, may I say one more thing? Because when I finished reading the book, I was sad. I didn't want it to end. So what I want to say now is, what are you doing next?
Well, actually, we're talking about it. Lyris, you want to say?
No, you say it. You say it.
Well, somebody say it.
We're actually kicking around the next project, and we just came up with it, but we're going to do where we are right now, and it's going to be called, Lyris, what did we say we were calling it?
SistersRock'N'Rhyme presents Holding Back Years, which is going to be a collection of our best poems. And so they're all in one space.
Right. So we're going to get like you're going to get like a best.
Now you got my mind going. Now you got my mind going because you got to be simply read.
So you're going to
get
exactly. So you're going to get like a best of from all of the books, the three books combined, and then you're going to get some new ones in there as well. So we're just going to give give you a compilation of the best of.
Wonderful.
Well, I
That's
love what you've
that's
got
our next
going.
project.
Oh. I love the Sisters Rock and Rhyme presents.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There, I love it.
Thank you.
The greatest hits.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
But please just make sure there's an audio book in there somewhere, because it is not the same. I did an audio book, and I had pulled my feet on it, and I finally got to understand why it was needed, because we can all recite your poems, but nothing beats the author.
Yes.
And to hear the both of you, people need to hear you. They need to be able to click on Spotify and go, oh, and hear the rock and rhyme in the background. I can hear it. I hear it. And you may need to contact somebody to see if you can use their music, but I'm hearing it. I see it. I'm envisioning it. So you need to make sure, get that audio out there, sis, with the sister rock and rhyme, you rock and rhyme. I'm telling you, put it out there, please.
I just love you so much. I really do.
I love y'all too. It's just beautiful. You guys just it's just something you have to do it. You just got to do it. We have to hear you, because you two have something. It's missing. I can remember being in the South, and you know, I lived in Mississippi for a little minute. Yeah, so I've been over there to the Bama.
Well, okay.
Had some time up in there, NOLA. So I get it, and we need to hear that. We really, especially the Southern experience, this needs to be, I don't even think you ladies realize or even begin to see the barriers that you're breaking, not just for yourselves, but for a myriad of individuals and creators that were just waiting for someone just like the two of you.
Wow.
So please, I love to say, stay focused and ignore the background noise. Keep going. And not to horn in, but everybody here coming to my podcast, I'm letting y'all know right now.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Especially you, Safraz.
Oh, for Max and Winnet, I'm there. Don't worry. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I can't wait. You all are just awesome.
I can't wait. Max and Winnet, thank you for hosting me. I think you kind of propelled me into another dimension when you highlighted me in your magazine. It was something else. You really humbled me. Thank you. And it's nice to see you. Well, you look absolutely beautiful. All of you ladies, to be honest. Really nice.
There goes the romantic poet again.
I'm telling you, he's powerful, this one. I remember when I first met Safraz, and and it's so, that's why I was so excited to see you here. When I saw the post and you held up the sisters book, I went, that's right. Because this is what it's all about. And I wasn't going to even bring that up. No one here, I don't even know if anyone knew that you were in the magazine, because I didn't bring that up, but they didn't know that. You didn't have to do that, but you did. And this is what I'm talking about. Creatives supporting creatives. Everyone here pivots on everyone else. And it's not a competition. It's love and it's creativity. And we have a good feeling. And I love the sisters and everyone here for being that type of forum, because this is what we need. Yes, I don't care what anybody says. I know we all are created with creativity. This is a blessing. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. It is something that we were given by the Most High.
Yes.
And if we continue to feed and foster and caress and encourage creativity, you will see how we become whole as one. Yes. We've forgotten that. So I have to give kudos to each and every one of you. Brother Safraz reaching out all the way across
the pond.
The pond. And we know, when you do not tell me you're not making a difference. Do not tell me there's no change. So that's what I want to see going forward. Because days of slavery and the days of all of that, yes, these things still exist, but do not tell me, look at who's hosting this show. Look at Brother Safraz and Sister Savini. Or Savani. I don't mean to mispronounce your name. Once upon a time, they would never be here in this forum.
Right.
So
No,
know
no,
that
no, no.
what you're doing is needed and is vital. And I bow gracefully to all of you for continuing to do this. Bless all of you. Namaste and one love. We're all in this thing called life together. Remember, I love you guys. Mwah!
We love you too.
Mwah!
Love you
Beautiful.
You.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been Lisa, I just want to say, I think you've done another amazing book launch. It's going to go down in history. And you know, the poetry is something else. It's on a different level.
Oh yeah.
And Chyrel, just to say, I think you are absolutely amazing. Both sisters, you kind of vibe off each other. And it's true, the themes and what you talk about, and the power, the empowerment, and the power of your poetry is something else. I'm working my way through this book, and I'm just kind of enjoying it. I don't want it to end. Yes. I'm actually really, absolutely, and I'm just thinking, why did I not get the whole back catalogue of these ladies' poetry? And I will. This is my next thing to do, is to get the back catalogue, and every book that I buy, everything that I do, it will be a big shout out and will empower you. And I've actually put you down as a special thank you, Chyrel, in my new book. So at the end, you will get a lovely, nice thank you. And please read my review if you get a chance.
Oh yes.
Thank you so much.
I sure will. I'm going to go on Amazon and read it right after we're done.
I'm just so tickled.
Those reviews are golden. Yes. When you read the book, be sure to leave one, because reviews are very important.
My heart is so full. My heart is so full. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I love you all. I know each and every single one of you. Zan, Sarfaraz, Pratiba, Lisa, thank you so much for inclusion. Thank you so much for giving us a space to write and just embracing us. And
Chyrel, shout out your nephew, because he is online looking at us. Shout out.
Jonah, I don't see him anymore, so it's hard.
He's still there.
I thought he left. Yes, Jonah, thank you so much for coming. He surprised me. He didn't tell me he was coming. So
he's coming on camera. Hey.
Did he come okay? Now, come on, people. I need a full shot. Who's Mika? I need to get everybody one. Give me one. Just one. One full shot of everyone.
Grab the books.
Grab the book.
Can we grab the book?
Is Mika on? Mika, can we see you, please? Mika, please.
I'm so sorry. No, it's okay.
Okay, Mika, we understand. These things happen. I'm not going to hold it against you this time. All right, everybody ready? Books up? Yes.
Not yet.
Nice. One more.
My book is in the mail.
Don't know what to do. Wait.
On Amazon.
Okay, Jonah, you ready?
From Amazon.
Everybody ready? Books up? Nice. Okay, one more. Woo. Got you. And I'll be sending these pictures to you, Sister Chyrel.
Thank you so
Sister
much.
Lisa. We need to, please, people, I need to link with you, my dear. I love this forum that you have. May I ask you, how long have you been doing the podcasting? I'm just curious.
I was looking back in my files when I was working on putting the video together, and I think it goes back to about 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I started doing them, and that was all I intended to do. And then I started seeing the need to publish poets, so
you publish poets as well?
Yeah, so then I do both, but mostly do podcasts for the poets I publish, and then a few others. So.
We need to connect. Yes,
absolutely.
I do the same thing. Oh, beautiful. Sorry, Sister Chyrel.
That's okay. I just wanted to kind of shout out my nephew. He's actually in the Air Force, and he's in Germany. So this is really, really special for him to be here, because he's like active duty right now in the Air
Jonah?
Force. Yes, Jonah. And
I'm
thank you for serving, sir.
Thank you so much.
I have vets in my family. Thank you for your service.
Right there, U.S.
There you go.
There you go,
sir.
Thank you.
It's in the blood.
and I've been writing about Jonah since all of the books. So he's in there. He's in every single book.
Wow. It's
How
amazing.
could he not be? He's in y'all's hearts.
I'm
Yes.
working on a book about and I wasn't even going to mention this, but why not? I'm actually, and it's taking so much out of me, working on a book for veterans because my brother's a vet. He's a disabled vet. I have a lot of, I think in every branch. Yeah, I do. So, and it's something that they go through and people don't talk about it.
Mm.
And I think the best way I could do is to put it in prose. So that's a little project. My brother doesn't even know about this. So shh.
All right, we won't tell him.
He's a
Yeah,
vet.
that's like our family. My uncle Isaac is a former Marine, and then my
Oh, you got
my
jarheads
uncle,
too?
yeah,
I'm done.
he a former Marine. My uncle Tony was in the Navy. My
Yup.
grandfather was in the Air Force too, and my
Yeah.
other grandfather Sylvester was in the Army.
Wow. See, all right. So you already know what you know what I'm saying. Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
bless
We
you.
lost Prativa, but I wanted to just thank everyone again. Everybody, thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you all.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Lovely saying. I love you so much, and I thank you for participating.
Thank you for attending this book launch for Chyrel J. Jackson and Lyris D. Wallace for their wonderful book, Sisters Rock and Rhyme, Poems in the Key of Life. It's been a pleasure to host this book launch. Prolific Pulse Press always has a room in their heart for these wonderful sisters. Thank you for coming, and we hope you have a beautiful day.